Oh, I like that. Good morning. Please rise in body or in spirit, and let us all sing together. Oh, give thanks. Oh, give thanks. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day, for this precious day, for all gathered here, for all gathered here, and those far away, for this time we share with the love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. Can we do it again? Oh, we give thanks for this precious day, for all gathered here and those far away, for this time we share with the love and care. Oh, we give thanks. Oh, we give thanks. Oh, we give thanks. Oh, we give thanks. A little remix. Oh, we give thanks. Oh, we give thanks. We give thanks. Oh, we give thanks. One more time. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. For this precious day. Now, this is another one that you know really well. One of your favorites, The Fire of Commitment. Sing it strong. From the light. From the light of days remembered, burns a beacon bright and clear, guiding hands and hearts and spirits into faith set free from fear. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meets to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the stories of our living rings a song both brave and free, calling pilgrims still to witness to the life of liberty. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meets to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the dreams of youthful vision, from the dreams of youthful vision comes a new prophetic voice, which demands a deeper justice built by our courageous choice. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, and our hunger and our passion
Good morning. And welcome. I'm Dr. Tony Stringer, lead liturgist and a lay minister here at the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Atlanta, where we are transforming lives through courageous action and soulful connection. Wherever you were born, on these shores or beyond these shores, this is your country. And this is your congregation. You are welcome here. Amen? However you came here, by land or by water, rich or penniless, carrying a passport and visa, or carrying only a hope and a dream, this is your country, and this is your congregation, and you are welcome here. Amen. Amen. Whatever tale and whatever history you bring, whether it is a tale of sadness and a history of woe, or a tale of adventure and a history of promise, this is your country and this is your congregation, and you are welcome here. Amen. Amen. Whatever language you speak or sign, it will be music to our ears and art to our eyes. We will learn to understand it because this is your country and this is your congregation, and you are welcome here. Amen. Amen. On the semi-quincentennial, some would have you think America is only for them, only for those of a particular race, a particular ethnicity, a particular class, a particular gender or sexual orientation, but they lie. This is your country, and we want you to be in our congregation. You are welcome here. Let the congregation say, amen. Amen. All right. If you're new here and feeling intrigued, we'd love the chance to get to know you better and answer any questions you may have. Right after service, find our welcome table in the social hall and learn more about life at UCA. We look forward to meeting you. I see these lovely flowers. They're given by Dana Taylor in celebration of Derek Bambach's birthday. Everybody say happy birthday. But also in recognition of the significant time, the semi-quincentennial, which holds complication, joy, woe, fury, and hope for all of us as we continue our work together for justice. Now, I welcome Dana Taylor to light our chalice. Let's say the chalice lighting words together. May the light of this flame illuminate our tradition of seeking, invite all who yearn for acceptance, and ignite our passion for justice and peace.
My name is Miss Terracotta Sugarbaker, and I am, thank you. I am the founder and executive director for Drag Story Hour Atlanta, where we've been reading to children across the city for 9 years. And I'm very excited to be here with you this morning, so thank you for having me. And our story this morning is going to be Change Sings, a children's anthem by Amanda Gorman, who you may know as Poet Laureate, and illustrated by Lauren Long. I can hear change humming in its loudest, proudest song. I don't fear change coming, and so I sing along. I scream with the skies of red and blue streamers, and I dream with the cries of tried and true dreamers, like Martin Luther King, our own local hero. I'm a chant that rises and rings. There is hope where my change sings. Though some don't understand it, those windmills of mysteries, I sing with all the planet and its hills of histories. I hum with 100 hearts, each of us lifting a hand. I use my strengths and my smarts, take a knee to make a stand. I'm bright as the light each day brings. There is love where my change sings. I show others tolerance, though it may take some courage. I don't make a taller fence, but fight to build a better bridge. I talk not only of distances from where and how we came, I also walk our differences to show we are the same. I'm a movement that roars and springs. There's a wave where my change sings. Change sings where? There, inside me, because I am the change I want to see. As I grow, it grows like seeds. I am just what this world needs. I'm the voice where freedom sings. You're the love your proud heart brings. We are the wave starting to spring, for we are the change we sing. We're what the world is becoming, and we know it won't be long. We all hear change strumming. Won't you sing along? And now I would love to invite you to actually sing along. This story is all about change and the power of our personal voice. And I believe that it's about the light that we shine into the world. And so I would love to invite you all to sing a chorus of This Little Light of Mine with me. I know you know it. We all grew up with it. And I will remind you that the louder you sing, the less you have to hear me. So please sing out with me. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Thank you, and go in peach.
So at this time, I would like to invite members of our Radical Welcome team to the chancel to lead us in this morning's movement prayer. And as they make their way up here, I invite you to rise as you are willing and able and join us. First, we bow to honor the Spirit of life. We lift our arms and embrace the gifts of Spirit. We bring these gifts unto ourselves with gratitude and breathe and smile. We share these gifts with the world. We remember to be present, honor, embrace, gratitude, share, be present. Amen. Blessed be. At this time, we would like to invite our children 5th grade and under to exit and join preschool or the Wonder Workshop for this morning. Please note the location for these is just down the hall on the 1st floor. And as our children recess, please take this opportunity to greet your neighbor, especially someone you haven't met.
If you know it, please sing along. Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Father, Father, there's no need to escalate. War is not the answer, only love can conquer hate. You see, we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Picket lines and picket signs don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me, and you can see, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, sing it. What's going on? What's going on? Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. All right, keep that energy up, come on. Mother, mother, everybody thinks we're wrong. Oh, but who are they to judge us just because our hair is long? You know we've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Picket lines and picket signs don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me, and you can see, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Tell me what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on. Yeah. Ooh, what's going on?
I wish I could sing like that. Is America Possible? A reading from historian and civil rights leader Vincent Harding, a colleague of Martin Luther King Jr., who helped write some of Dr. King's most important speeches and later led the King Center here in Atlanta. Harding draws on this line from the book of Proverbs in the Hebrew Scriptures. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Indeed, it is precisely in a period of great spiritual and societal hunger like our own that we most need to open minds, hearts, and memories to those times when women and men actually dreamed of new possibilities for our nation, for our world, and for our own lives. It is now that we may be able to convey the stunning idea that dreams, imagination, vision, and hope are actually powerful mechanisms in the creation of new realities, especially when dreams go beyond speeches and songs to become embodied, to take flesh in real, hard places.
May I be filled with love and kindness. May I be well. May I be filled with love and kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be whole. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be whole.
Let us put hands on hearts. Feel the heartbeat connection to life. Breathe in peace. Say to yourself silently, I will love myself. I will love others. and that love can heal the world. At this time, we hear the joys and sorrows of this congregation. We send our healing energy to Mary Nell McLaughlin, who was diagnosed with pulmonary fibrosis some time ago and recently diagnosed with lung cancer. Mary begins chemo tomorrow and asks for well wishes and words of comfort during this time, either by email or card. Please, no calls or visits, though, until she regains her strength. Please continue to extend words of comfort to Paul Lowry for the loss of his wife, Geraldine Lowry. We will celebrate the life of Geraldine and all the blessings she brought to UUCA on July 25th. You are invited to say the names of people you are holding in your heart this morning. Speak their names out loud into this holy space or write them in the chat now. May all beings find connection. May all beings find comfort. May all of us find ways to be more loving to one another. Spirit of life, love eternal, we rest in holy gratitude. We surrender to the mystery beyond ourselves, asking forgiveness for our mistakes, those times we have been selfish or thoughtless. Breathing in and out, we offer grace. We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love. Let us calm our bodies and our minds. We breathe in peace and then exhale. We relax into the space that our intentions make sacred. We enter into the silence.
May we be filled with love and kindness. May we be well. May we be filled with love and kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be whole.
Good morning. Again, I'm Dana Taylor. I'm a longtime member of UUCA, currently serving as one of your lay ministers. And I also had the honor of serving as one of this year's delegates to the UUA General Assembly. General Assembly is our denomination's annual gathering where UUs from across the country and the world come together for worship, learning, public witness, and the democratic work of voting for change in our faith. As we gather this weekend, our country marks 250 years, but this year also marks 65 years since Unitarians and Universalists became one united association. To love this country and this faith honestly is to tell the truth about them. There is beauty and there is contradiction. The promises made, the promises broken, the ideals proclaimed, and the people too often left waiting for those ideals to become real. But our faith also teaches us that becoming is still possible. I was reminded of that at General Assembly, where delegates debated and voted, affirmed public witness, elected new leaders, lifted up youth and emerging adults, and recommitted our association to justice, including immigrant justice and care for the earth. It was not perfect, because democracy never is. It was human, complicated, faithful, and alive. And maybe that is part of what this current time asks of us. Not a shallow patriotism that pretends all is well, but not a despair that gives up on the possibility of change. But the harder love that keeps showing up and keeps telling the truth and keeps building institutions and communities that can carry our values forward. So this month, our Share the Plate supports the Unitarian Universalist Association, the larger body of our faith that helps us live beyond ourselves by connecting congregations and supporting leaders, nurturing young people, advocating for justice, and reminding us that none of us are doing this work alone. A change is going to come. But it does not come by wishing. It comes through people, it comes through covenant, it comes through courage, and it comes through generosity. So today, may we give in support of this wider faith that helps us become who we say we are. The offering will now be given and gratefully received.
That river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. I go to the movies and I go downtown, but somebody keeps telling me, boy, you better not hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Then I go to my I say, brother, help me please. But he keeps knocking me back down, knocking me back down on my knees. There have been times that I've thought I couldn't last for long, but now I think that I might just be able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. I said it's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come.
Whew. Thank you so much, Chris and Patrick. That was awesome. So many blessings here, so many blessings. Please join me in the dedication of the offering to the work of this congregation, which is weaving a tapestry of love and action we call community. We dedicate our lives, and these are offerings.
Happy July 5th. On July 5th, 1852, in Rochester, New York, a man who had been born into slavery and stood before a hall full of people. They had invited him to help them celebrate the nation's 76th birthday. He did not flatter them. He did not soften it. He told that room that to the enslaved, the 4th of July was a sham, that its shouts of liberty were to the millions still in chains, hollow mockery. This 4th of July is yours, he said, not mine. You may rejoice, I must mourn. That was not a man looking on the bright side. That was a man that was holding this nation's feet to the fire in language that was meant to scorch. And yet Frederick Douglass did not walk away. He brought that fire because he still held this country to a promise that it had made and that it had broken, and he did not love America by excusing it. He loved it by refusing to let it off of the hook. And so here we are, 174 years later to the very day, and we gather with the same unfinished question he laid at that room's feet. How do you love a country that has not kept its promise to everyone in it? A little more than a century after Douglass spoke, in October of 1963, Sam Cooke pulled up to a Holiday Inn in Shreveport, Louisiana. He was holding a reservation that he had made over the phone. And when he and his group walked in, they were turned away. He protested loudly, and by the end of the night, he had been arrested for disturbing the peace. Out of that humiliation, in a year that was already soaked in the violence and the hope of a movement, Sam Cooke wrote a song that frightened him. His own friends said it sounded like death. He performed it only once, and 2 weeks before the record came out, he was shot and killed in a Los Angeles motel. He never got to hear how far that song would travel or how many tired and frightened people would lean on it. But the song that he had already taken it on faith that change was going to come. Now, I want to be careful and I want to be honest here because I am standing in this pulpit as a white man. I am reaching from a tradition that is not mine to claim, this music, the soul, the gospel that's beneath it, well, it was born from the black experience in America. It was made by people who had every reason to give up on this country and who chose instead to sing it forward toward its promise. So my intention this morning is not to borrow its power and to walk away. It's simply to listen and to let it teach me. And here is what it teaches. Soul music can do something that our politics cannot. It can hold grief and hope in the same breath. It does not make you choose. The blue note, it leans down into the sorrow, and the melody, it still climbs toward the light. It's lament and promise in the same measure, in the same song. And it is that sound that I want us to find this morning, because America at 250 is not a finished anthem. It is a song that is still being written in a key that is not yet settled and with a bridge that is hard to sing. And here's the part we forget. We aren't actually the audience for it. We're supposed to be the singers. I grew up in small town, Main Street, America. For those of you older among us, you may remember Mayberry from the Andy Griffith Show. Picture that. Except instead of black and white, I want you to picture it in red, white, and blue. An American flag in every yard and hanging from every light pole. And I want to be honest with you, I loved it. I loved my country with my whole chest. Some of you grew up in a town just like it. You know the one I mean, don't you? It was also the last decades of the Cold War. We still drilled at school for a nuclear blast, so even as a boy, I understood that someone out there, the commies as the older folks called them, was supposedly trying to take it all away. And so when Lee Greenwood came on the radio, I sang at the top of my lungs. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. So I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. At the top of my lungs. I meant every word. But here is what I can see now that I could not see then. In my small town, red, white, and blue, and especially white, was about the only diversity of color that I knew. There were Baptist churches, Church of Christ churches, Methodist churches, but not a single temple, not a mosque, not even a Catholic church. I sang about the land of the free long before I'd met most of the people that it was supposedly free for, my little gay self included. And I sang it without ever reckoning with the horror beneath it, that the land itself was taken from the native peoples who were free on it long before our flag ever flew. I suspect I'm like others who loved this country long before we had much of a reason to love it back. And friends, that is not a contradiction. That I'm arguing today is patriotism, the true kind, the real kind, not the kind that needs the country to be perfect before it is loved, the kind that loves it enough to tell it the truth and to stay for the hard work anyway, the kind that keeps widening. Amen? America was born in contradiction, and that is not just the cynics talking. That's just the record. On the same parchment, in the same season, this country wrote down some of the most extraordinary ideas that a nation has ever dared to claim, and it built itself on some of the most profound injustice. The genius and the wound in the same document, both true and both there from the very beginning. So when we say that America has always been unfinished, are we insulting it? No, we're simply describing it. The promise, it was written larger than the practice, which means becoming is not America's failure, becoming is America's assignment. A change is going to come, but it will require us. So no, I don't arrive here today with a Hallmark birthday card for America.
This 250th birthday arrives in a complicated summer. We are divided in ways that feel different from the ordinary back and forth of a democracy. There are people who used to know each other, who waved across the fence to each other for years, who just aren't sure they even recognize each other anymore. And underneath all of it, a real question asked in both good faith and in fear: what still holds us together at all? Here's one number that names it. At the start of this century, about 9 in 10 Americans told Gallup they were extremely or very proud to be an American. As of last year, that number had fallen to 58%, the lowest that Gallup has measured in the quarter of a century that they have been asking that question. And even our pride in this country and even our grief over it run along the same dividing line as everything else. So in a moment like this, there are two temptations, and I have felt the pull of both, so I'm not pointing my finger this morning at anyone other than myself. The first is nostalgia, the longing for an America that we remember, or at least believe we remember. I will not mock that longing. Some of the greatest patriots I have known are sitting in this room right now. Some of you wore the uniform like my father did. Some of you have stood at the graves of people who died to protect it. The love underneath that longing is real and it is honorable, and I honor it. I only want us to be careful, because nostalgia can quietly whisper that the best of this country is actually behind us, that the work, it's been done. The second temptation is despair, throwing up our hands and just deciding that this whole thing is far too gone, so why bother singing at all? I understand that pull too. Down in my bones, I do. Anyone else? And here's what the two have in common. Both let us put the work down. It is the harder love that picks it back up. It will not pretend that the song is finished, and it will not stop singing. Friends, we have been in dissonant times before, stretches that sounded like everything was falling apart, and I'm telling you, the song, it's kept playing. And even now, in this authoritarian season, despair is not the whole story. When Pew asked Americans this spring to look a generation into the future, fewer of us than before say that we're betting on the very worst. And most of us say that in our own lives, we are hopeful. We've seen glimpses of it this past month with the World Cup. Tourists from around the world are astonished at the cereal aisle in a Walmart supercenter, or discovering raisin toast and apple butter at a Waffle House. You don't know how good we got it. Or simply seeing firsthand how kind and welcoming and generous Americans are. Atlanta has been at the heart of it, drawing some of the largest fan crowds anywhere. It is a reminder of who we are as a people, and that beneath the corruption at the very top levels of government is the true spirit of America. If you want proof that an unfinished country can keep becoming, you don't have to actually look very far. You only have to look at the people who built this church, the one that you're now a part of. In November of 1947, an African-American Unitarian and Atlanta University professor named Dr. Thomas B. Jones walked into this congregation's Sunday morning service in the heart of the segregated South. He was seated. He stayed. And when the phone line started ringing that afternoon with anger, the minister, Reverend Isaiah Domas, stood by Dr. Jones's right to be there. It cost Domas his pulpit. The congregation splintered, and for a while, it actually looked like the song had stopped. It had not. In late 1951, a new minister named Reverend Glenn Canfield arrived with one stubborn intention: to build an integrated church on purpose. They met first in a hotel, and they walked away from that hotel when it wouldn't let the black children ride up the elevator to their Sunday morning classes. Do you hear what that means? They would rather lose their meeting place than to betray their children. And then, in 1954, they did something almost unheard of for a white congregation in the South. They wrote racial equity into our bylaws, opening membership up to anyone regardless of race, color, nationality, or station in life. And that December, when Whitney Young, later head of the National Urban League, joined this church, it became the first integrated congregation in Atlanta and among the first anywhere in the South. And they paid for it. When the city of Atlanta blocked the land that they wanted to build their new church on, they refused to segregate, and they came out here to unincorporated DeKalb County and built it anyway. They kept at it at a decade when it was actually dangerous to do so. In 1960, this congregation in Ebenezer Baptist Church held integrated Sunday youth services or integrated youth gatherings together. Coretta Scott King led the young, and when the word of a threat of violence came before one of those gatherings, the families, they did not stay home. The fathers of both congregations, both black and white, ringed the church and stood watch, and the mob never came. And this pulpit did not stay quiet either. On New Year's Eve of 1961, in what was then the United Liberal Church, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stood in this congregation's pulpit and he preached a warning not to sleep through a revolution, a sermon that he would go on to carry for the rest of his life. The last time he preached it was at the National Cathedral, 4 days before he was assassinated. This is the people that you come from, the people who built this congregation and chose an integrated church when the South said no and would rather have lost their building than to betray a child. That courage is your inheritance, and we can claim it. But Coretta and Martin and the families of Ebenezer were never this congregation's to claim, and they are not mine to claim either. What we can claim is that our church's ancestors showed up shoulder to shoulder with a struggle whose cost that they did not have to carry. Their song, it was out of tune with the world around them, and they sang it anyway, besides people whose song it was not theirs to sing, in harmony, which is the whole point. Harmony does not mean everyone singing the whole note. It means different voices, holding their difference and making something together that none of them could make alone. That, my friends, is the sound of a country becoming. So here's my invitation, and it's just an invitation, it's not a command. You are free to set it down. Many of you have already heard the first half of it. Last week, Reverend Taryn invited us to summer, to set one piece of the work down for a month, to chase a firefly, to eat a popsicle on the porch, or to find the shade of green that only shows up in a sunbeam. Hear me clearly. That invitation still stands, and you should absolutely take it, because here is something that the music knows that our anxiety keeps forgetting, that the rest is the part of the song. Last summer, I preached that in jazz, the silence between the notes isn't the absence of music, it is the music. So rest. Let one thing languish until August. As Reverend Taryn said, it'll be waiting for you, I promise. But friends, we rest in July so that we can play in the fall, because in 4 months, this country votes. And the question is not whether you are tired. We are all tired, aren't we? The question is, what will we do when we've rested? Now, I'm not going to stand up here in a pulpit and tell you how to mark a ballot. I wish I could. But I will tell you this. A change can come, and in a democracy, one of the ways it comes is that ordinary people refuse to sit that song out. So when August arrives and we pick the work back up, let some of it be this: helping a neighbor get registered, making sure that an elder, a student, a returning citizen can cast a vote, standing with people whose right to vote keeps getting questioned, and saying hello to that neighbor across the fence. Showing up not only in here on a Sunday, but out there where democracy is kept. Look, you can grieve what America has felt to be, honestly, and without flinching from it. And you can hold fast to what it could still become stubbornly. Douglass held fast through bondage. Sam Cooke held fast to a song that frightened him, and he died before he ever got to see it matter. The people who built this church held fast through threats and a congregation that was torn in two. Different costs paid in different coin, yet one refusal to let the promise go. And you can show up rested and ready when it counts, to grieve what is broken, to hold fast to what it could still be, and to show up anyway. And that is the harder love. That is honest patriotism. That is the assignment. The song of America is not finished, and I want you to hear that as the good news that it is. Because a song that is not finished still has room in it. There is still a verse being written, and if you are willing, there's one with your name on it. So remember the question we started with this morning? How do you love a country that has not kept its promise? Here's the only answer that I've ever found. You love it like a song that's still being written. You pick it up and you sing. So sing, friends. Bend the note where it needs to bend. Reach for the light when you can. Hold the harmony with people who don't sound exactly like you. And that is how this country has always moved. Inch by inch, move by move, voice by voice, toward the promise that is larger than the practice. A change is going to come, but it's going to require us. So go in peace, go in love, and may God, Goddess, or Spirit bless these United States of America.
Please rise and let us all sing together. Ain't gonna let nobody turn us around. Here it is. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Put your hands together. Turn me around. Turn me around. Turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking. It sounds like y'all know it. Marching up to freedom land. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking. Let's take it to hatred. Ain't gonna let no hatred turn me round, turn me around. Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching. Let's take it to injustice. Ain't gonna let injustice turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let injustice turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching. Oppression ain't gonna let oppression turn me. I think y'all can clap louder than that and sing stronger.